when Pahalgam took place, one of the scenes that came out of there and which surprised people across the country was this air. For the first time, we were seeing Kashmiris come out in public against the attacks. Then we saw what the special assembly session that took place, where all legislators and people's representatives spoke up. And there was this unified atmosphere. Does that still stand? Or I have seen your tweets and concern about Kashmiri students and others being outside targeted again. Has that unified air, which we saw, this feeling of unity that we saw post-Pahalgam, has that been disrupted?
Are Kashmiris more accepting of violence today? No. They are as disturbed by what happened in Pahalgam as they are by what happened in Delhi. Do they make that feeling more public? Perhaps not. But that doesn't mean that it doesn't continue to disturb us. It doesn't mean that we are not, we don't find it abhorrent. We continue to. That said, we are also equally concerned when an attempt is made to paint the entire community with one brush. As I've said time and again, after particularly the Delhi blast, not all Kashmiri Muslims are terrorists. Not all Kashmiri Muslims support terrorism. In fact, they are a minuscule minority that do. The overwhelming majority of people are the ones you saw out on the streets after the attack in Baisaran. They are the ones who are in colleges and universities in different parts of the country. They are the ones who are trying to earn an honest day's living in various parts. But the problem is when you sort of issue government orders that say that all foreign nationals and Kashmiri Muslims must register in their nearest police station, which happened not too far away from Delhi, you then send a very...
In Haryana.
Yes, it did happen. I'm not getting into naming names. You know, I know where it did happen. You effectively saying that Kashmiri Muslims and foreigners are the same to you. Is that really the message you want to send?
So, did you call up? I know that, did you call up the chief minister or
someone? We took it up. But by then the damage was done. Look,
what did they say?
You can't get people to forget these sort of orders.
No, but chief minister, what did they say? When you called them up and you said, this is not on.
Well, more often than not, they say, अच्छा ये हुआ, नहीं होना चाहिए था, चलिए हम देख लेंगे. But हो गया ना. You can't undo.
The othering happens. The othering of Kashmiris does happen.
I mean, you're basically pushing them to the side and suggesting that they are entirely untrustworthy, can't be relied on, and every one of them is out to create trouble, which couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah.
And then that sort of makes it difficult for us because then everybody becomes inward looking. It's very difficult to convince youngsters that to explore better economic opportunities, they should leave Jammu and Kashmir, to explore better education opportunities. I mean, we just had Sunil talking about startups and sort of the Indian growth story. You want the youth of Jammu and Kashmir to be a part of that growth story in different parts of the country. But when they find they have to go and present themselves in a police station or find it almost impossible to get a place to stay, it's not easy.
So, Chief Minister, I want to ask you this because I think everyone has been trying to, and we've had some analysts talk about it, but everyone's trying to understand what's happened. And because you've been Chief Minister once before, and now you are in touch with the establishment and security authorities there. This return of homegrown terror, what is your theory about it? What do you think is lending itself to it?
Why do you use the word return? When did it ever go away? It was there.
Aren't people sounding surprised that, with the Red Fort attack?
Well, I think only those people are surprised who had convinced themselves that it was gone. I have been one of those people who has been telling you that you can't wish this away. And that the changes that you made to the constitutional relationship between Jammu and Kashmir and the rest of India are not going to miraculously result in an end to terror. They're not going to result in an end to separatism, because those quarters that have been doing this are not doing it because of what Jammu and Kashmir enjoyed constitutionally. They're doing it for entirely different reasons. So those of you who convinced themselves that 5th August 2019 was some miraculous cure to all of J&K's problems, I think you're the ones who are surprised. I'm not. I'm actually surprised that it took this long for the rest of you to realize that perhaps things are not as great as was sold to the rest of the country.